Hey everybody, Leonard Kinsey here. Today we're going to be sampling some canned cocktails.
Leonard Kinsey's doing cool shit now.
Okay, so these canned cocktails are from Meridiem, and Meridiem just started distributing in Maryland, and I live in Baltimore, so they sent me a pack of their cocktails to taste out and to sample. These are being marketed as very high quality cocktails, like something you would get in like a really nice bar. So no artificial flavors, real liquor. So let's see, what do they got? They've got a daiquiri, they've got a vodka gimlet, they have an old fashioned, they have a margarita, and they have a Mai Tai. So for example, like, let me just look at this margarita. It's got silver tequila, orange curacao, and 100% real lime juice. And it's 27.5% alcohol. So these things are not for lightweights. I mean, these are real actual cocktails. This is the vodka gimlet, 25%, 2 ounces of vodka, 2/3 of an ounce of lime juice, 2/3 of an ounce of cane sugar syrup, and lemongrass oil. So it gives you like the recipe right on the can. So these are pretty cool. So the whole marketing thing is just pour over ice and drink. So that's what we're gonna do. But so as to not get super loaded during this review, I'm only gonna try out 2 of them today. And these are 2 that I'm very familiar with. The Mai Tai, which if you've watched my channel, you have seen me make a Mai Tai. I've had a whole video about how to do it. This was years ago. And then an old fashioned. And again, if you watch my channel, you'll see that I had an old fashioned made for me at the Lord Baltimore Hotel in the bar there when they found that speakeasy. So I'm gonna just focus on these 2. So let me go get some ice. Okay, I'm back with some ice. They provided these little logo cups, so I figured I'd use those. Now normally for a Mai Tai I would use crushed ice. And for an old fashioned, I'd probably use, I don't know. But I'm gonna use regular ice cubes just out of the fridge because that's what most people are gonna have. So the conceit being that you could take these out with and put them in a cooler and bring them out, I don't know, like to a picnic or tubing or whatever. They're portable, they're in cans. So you're probably not gonna have crushed ice with you in a situation like that because it's just gonna melt so fast. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour both of these right now, because I want them to sit on the ice a little bit and get diluted, because that's what you do with a cocktail. You don't just pour it right in and then drink it right away. And these being regular ice cubes, they're not going to melt as quickly. They're not going to dilute as fast. So the instructions say to just shake and pour over ice. So we'll start with the Mai Tai. If I can get this up. There we go. This smells pretty damn good. All right. And the old fashioned. All right. Okay, so now I'm gonna let these sit for just a few minutes. They get a little bit diluted. Okay, these have been sitting for just a little bit, enough for the ice to melt it a little bit. So I'm going to start with the old fashioned. It is 3 ounces of straight bourbon whiskey, a blend of 3 bitters, 4 dashes of those, 1/3 of an ounce of demerara syrup, and orange zest oil. And this is 37% ABV, so that's a lot. I can really smell the orange. It smells super fresh, like it doesn't smell artificial at all. That's really nice. Wow, that is strong. I can really taste the orange too. It's not overly sweet. I mean, I don't know much about bourbon, but it certainly tastes good to me. Yeah, if you serve this to me in an upscale cocktail lounge and like charge me $15 for this, I'd be like, yeah, I'd be okay with that. It's that good. This is like really high quality stuff. Yeah, that's pretty damn impressive. I like that a lot. All right, well that's one winner. So now we're going on the Mai Tai, and if you guys know me, you know I'm super into Mai Tais. I've probably made hundreds of them. I got the Beach Bum Berry Grog Log, which has the Trader Vic's Mai Tai recipe in it, and I have been to multiple Trader Vic's and gotten this very Mai Tai. I have made this very Mai Tai many times. I consider myself a Mai Tai connoisseur. So what we have here in this one is a blend of Caribbean rums, 1.5 ounces. So we don't know which rums. They're pretty specific about it in here, but we'll see what happens. Then we've got 3/4 of an ounce of lime juice, 2/3 of an ounce of orange curacao, and 1/2 ounce of almond orgeat. So that's the recipe. Like, that is what's in a Trader Vic Mai Tai. 23.5% alcohol. I'm skeptical about this, so we'll see. All right, doesn't have a ton of aroma. And you know, usually I will put mint in my Mai Tai and just smack it like at the top. So that's usually what I'm smelling when I'm drinking a Mai Tai. But let's taste it. Oh, okay, that's actually really nice. Yeah, all right. I'm tasting all the different flavors individually. The orgeat's pretty nice. I would probably have made this a little stiffer. So usually going for like 2 ounces of rum instead of 1.5 ounces. That's my only complaint on this. It could be just a little bit stiffer. But flavor-wise, it's fresh, it's well blended, nothing's overpowering anything else. The lime doesn't taste fake. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. I drink this whole thing. I would not be upset about serving this to people at a tiki party that I threw. Like, I'd be totally cool with that. No one would be upset. None of my geeky tiki friends would be upset to have this served to them. All right, so yeah, these were both big winners. You can pick these up apparently at liquor stores in Maryland now. I'm not exactly sure where they are, but they are being distributed here now. Or you can go on their website at postmeridiemspirits.com. That's Meridiem as MERIDIEM, and you can order packs of them there. And these are great. I'm not exactly sure how much they're retailing for, but again, like, this is something you're gonna pay $10 to $15 for in a bar, at least here in Baltimore, and I'm sure they're not anywhere near that much. So I would definitely recommend these. Yeah, I'm actually curious to taste the other ones. I'm not as big of an expert on, you know, gimlets or margaritas or any of that, but for the ones that I do know stuff about, they're pretty great. They're very high quality, and yeah. All right, big thumbs up. See you later. Leonard Kinsey out.